Well, hello everyone. It's 6th of July today. Welcome to another Straight Talking Property podcast, available on video as well if you prefer to watch ugly mugs. It's myself, Ashley Banfield, today, Wealth and Success Academy, and recent news announced this morning, stamp duty holiday. Now, we want to analyze what that means for, investors. So the stamp duty holiday, apparently, according to Mr. Sunak, is to rebuild the UK economy. Now, one thing we know is that property is always lent on by the government because it's something that's stable. It's something that they know will increase in value. It's something that's there, it's solid, it's a great investment. One of the reasons, obviously, we all get into property in the first place. Now, what he's saying is that he will raise the property stamp duty tax threshold to as high as £500,000. So at the moment, you start paying at £125,000. You start paying, unless you're a first home buyer. So he's drawn up proposals, apparently, to make it exempt for most home buyers. Now, does that mean it's only going to be for first home buyers, or will it be for first home buyers and people wanting to move from their own home to another new home of their own, i.e. their primary residence? Now, that could be that investors don't get included, or people who tend to have or buy or inherit a second home, because there will be stamp duty to pay on that. Now, they are going to be released this week. Now, if they wait until August, then what's going to happen is I think that they will stall the economy. It will stop dead in its tracks. However, on Wednesday, which is the 8th of July, there is supposed to be a mini budget released. Now, if they announce it in that mini budget, which I suspect they will, simply because they've announced this today, and I suspect they've been looking at this a long time, i.e. a couple of weeks at least, to use property to get it working again. So they want to use property, and they want to know that they want people to get moving, if you like, because even myself, I moved my primary residence the day before lockdown. So the day before it was said that you cannot move, you can't, move house, removalists, that type of stuff. So we moved the day before. So we got in by the skin of our teeth. And the good thing about lockdown is we've used this time to be able to do a lot of work on the property. Now, there are a lot of people who were due to move house. They were ready to complete, ready to move over the last 3 months, and it hasn't been able to happen because they haven't been able to move house. Obviously now they can, estate agents, etc., are all open again. Now, we've seen the pubs and hotels and stuff open. This, I suspect, is to get people spending money. Now, it may be that people haven't been able to, or they have dipped into their savings, the money that they were going to use to perhaps move house, and they've saved up the money for the stamp duty. Now those people are like, wow, you know what? We can still move. You can imagine husband and wife, honey, we can still move. This is awesome. We don't need the stamp duty anymore. Now, one thing is they will be exempt from it. That's what they're saying. So hopefully it's not something that you have to pay back down the track. And I suspect it won't be. So if you are an investor, or if you're not an investor, and they do allow you to use that threshold up to the £500,000 for the next 6 months to buy a second or third or fourth or fifth property, then you must take advantage of this, because it is a huge, huge saving on a second home. For instance, if you were buying a house that's, $500,000, 550, that could be like, 28, 30 grand's worth of stamp duty that you're saving. It's huge. So the increase in the threshold they're saying that it will be implemented in the autumn budget. It may be that it's announced officially on Wednesday. However, like I said, if it is part of the autumn budget, then it's going to stall. People will just stop. Even investors may think, well, what if? I'll wait a second, wait a few months. Now, autumn's not that far away, right? It's another sort of 4 months or so. But it's still a long time to stall the property market, if you like. Because why would you buy a house now when you know that if you wait until the autumn, well, hang on a minute, I can save maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 grand in tax. Now, one thing that would be absolutely amazing is if they backdated this threshold to the start of COVID-19. In other words, if you did, a month before when COVID started to lock down, but we hadn't officially locked down, if they go back, for instance, to, I don't know, the start of March, then all of those people who've spent that money on stamp duty could perhaps get a refund. I doubt very much the government's going to want to give money back. This is to be able to get money in. However, maybe we can still wish, hope, and pray. You never know. I know I'd save a lot of money. So, as I said, it's going to be a temporary measure. The plans are announced on Wednesday. Let's hope that it does kick off on Wednesday. But it also could include a temporary VAT cut for pubs and restaurants and cafes. Now, I have a pub. Hopefully, it also includes the hotels. I don't know. We pay a lot of VAT in the pub. We have a lot of people come in. Obviously, they drink their beers and that type of stuff. So, let's see what happens. I'm really hoping that this will kickstart the economy and it won't just stall it and make people wonder what's going on, because the whole, bounce back loans were a little bit disorganized, shall we say, albeit the ones that I know, people, for instance, in NatWest, they applied, they had the money in the bank in 3 or 4 days. Other ones like Metro Bank, people are still waiting. It's taking 6, 7 weeks or more, etc. So the government, they need house prices to be high. They want taxes to be high. They want us to be paying inheritance tax, all these sort of things. Property is a great income source for the government. This one up. So what else have we got to say? That's pretty much all we've got to say, really, on what's going on with the stamp duty holiday, except for it's announced on Wednesday. We'll probably do a little bit more then. Again, if you're not an investor, start learning now. This is something that could be good for us. It could be something separate that's launched for investors down the track. Landlords have been hit with all the new taxes over the last 4 years, which is all coming to place now. We're getting hit with income tax, all sorts of stuff. We've had to change our entire model. We're buying properties in company names now, and then when you buy a property in a limited company, the banks have decided, well, okay, we're going to give you a higher interest rate. So yeah, you can offset it. You can offset all of these things against certain things with tax, but still, they're just, it's like they're working together. Now, I didn't say that. However, perhaps they are working together. They've been known to do it before. So that's all we've got to say here at the moment on that. If you need anything else, drop us an email, ask us at Straight Talking Property Podcast, or just look for us on social media, Wealth and Success Academy. However, this could be an opportunity, and we look forward to reporting again after Wednesday, and with great hope that this will also include investors and anyone buying properties. Take care and thank you. See you again next time.